Isa ibn Maryam, or Jesus in the New Testament, is considered to be a messenger of God and al-Masih in Islam who was sent to guide the children of Israel with a new scripture, al-Injil. The belief that Jesus is a prophet is required in Islam. This is reflected in the fact that he is clearly a significant figure in the Quran, appearing in 93 ayat with various titles attached, with Moses appearing 136 times and Abraham 69 times. The Quran states that Jesus was born a pure boy to Mary as the result of virginal conception, a miraculous event which occurred by the decree of God the Creator, which follows the belief of the prophetic message in the Old Testament passage, Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14, and referenced in the New Testament passages Matthew chapter 1 verses 18 to 25 and Luke chapter 1 verses 26 to 38. To aid in his ministry to the Jewish people, Jesus was given the ability to perform miracles which no other prophet in Islam has ever been credited with, all according to God's will. According to the Quran, Jesus, although appearing to have been crucified, was not killed by crucifixion or by any other means. This view disagrees with the foundation of the Gospel. Instead, the Quran says, God raised him unto himself, which happens to agree with the Gospel message of Isa ascending into heaven. In the 19th surah of the Quran, Jesus is believed to have said, "And peace is on me the day I was born and the day I will die and the day I am raised alive," a similar statement that John the Baptist declared a few verses earlier in the same surah. Muslim tradition believes this to mean Jesus will experience a natural death with all mankind after returning to earth, being raised to life again on the Day of Judgment. Like all prophets in Islam, Jesus is considered a Muslim, as he preached that his followers should adopt the straight path, as commanded by God. Traditionally, Islam teaches the rejection of the Trinitarian Christian view that Jesus was God incarnate or the Son of God. The Quran says that Jesus himself never claimed to be the Son of God, and it furthermore indicates that Jesus will deny having ever claimed divinity at the Last Judgment, and God will vindicate him. Islamic texts forbid the association of partners with God, emphasizing a strict notion that God is singular, or one. Numerous titles are given to Jesus in the Quran and in Islamic literature, the most common being al-Masih. Jesus is also, at times, called Seal of the Israelite Prophets, because, in general Muslim belief, Jesus was the last prophet sent by God to guide the children of Israel. Jesus is traditionally understood in Islam to have been a precursor to Muhammad, and is believed by Muslims to have foretold the latter's coming. However, according to Muslim scholars, this prophecy, in the chapter Al-Saf verse 6, is referring to Ahmad. Some Islamic scholars see this as the controversial mistranslation of Paraclete from Greek to Arabic. Jesus is unique for being the only prophet in Islam who neither married nor had any children. Muslims believe that Jesus will return to earth near the Day of Judgment to restore justice and to defeat al-Masih ad-Dajjal. Jesus will not return as a new prophet. Muhammad was the final prophet, but will continue from where he left off at the time of his ascension. He will live for another 40 years before dying a natural death.